Hey everyone, this is Dan Gorriaran. We're going to have an overview of the head of the Seekonk race course today. And it's going to be about 7 minutes long, so I'm speeding up the time about 3 times. You can see here we're approaching this red buoy. This is buoy number 2 on the Providence River. Buoy number 2 is going to be the starting line. So as I'm approaching the starting line here, I want to make sure we're in the navigation channel. So as we're going north up the river, all red buoys are to starboard, all green buoys are to port. So this is some difficult steering here to follow me, but you'll get the idea. This is buoy number 4, the second buoy. Again, I'm on a big sweeping right-hand turn here, so it's obviously you want to stay close to it. This is coming up on the third buoy here, which is buoy number 6, I believe, and you'll see the oncoming traffic here. They're doing the right thing, staying way over. I'm going to make a big turn right here, sharp turn right on the buoy. That's actually a really good line I have right here. And I'm going to come out towards that building, that's Taquatin House, to make sure that I'm far offshore. There's going to be a series of buoys here. Probably the first one will be right about here, a green buoy, so I have to keep it to my port side as I'm taking this turn. For obvious reasons, we want to keep that traffic coming out on the harbor right there. There's a good example. Give them enough room. So it'll be another buoy right here. And then again, I'm in the navigation channel, so I'm following the main arch, and the main arch is pretty obvious here. It's that big square opening. So you can take the whole arch here. The returning traffic is going through the arch just to the left, not rower's left, our left. So again, we're coming, I'm staying on the right-hand side here because my next turn is going to be to the right. So again, we're in the navigation channel, so that green buoy you see on the left-hand side stays to my port, and the red buoy coming up, I'm keeping that to my starboard, but I'm going to be right on it. So I'm staying pretty tight here. Nice sharp right turn, and then you can see the main arch of the railroad bridge is what I'm aiming for once I execute this turn. That's actually a pretty good position that I had going through there. So this is our natural rowing pattern to stay to the right side of this channel, this opening here, but it also is the correct course to be on during the race. If you look straight up ahead right now at that building on the left, right across from that building, there's going to be a green buoy in the middle of the river. So I want to stay to the starboard side of that green buoy. So my course right here actually is spot on. So it's going to be one big buoy right in the middle of the channel coming up here. So actually I might be a little far over to the starboard side of the river, but this is going to be like a 6-foot buoy, inflatable buoy. You can't miss it. So again, I'm in the channel, so I'm aiming for the main arch, and the main arch is really distinguished as the highest point on the bridge. You see the cribbing, which is the main arch. The only arch that has cribbing is the main arch. So you can see here that I'm fading to the left-hand side of that main arch because my next turn is going to be slightly to the left. And we have a little disconnect here as we switch battery packs in the drone. So we're back on now. We've the bridge is about the halfway point, just before the bridge. So we're approaching the boathouse now, and you'll see a red buoy straight up ahead, and it's a red one. So I want to stay to the port side of that buoy again, staying in the navigation channel. So as the drone catches up to me here, you'll see that I'm going to put my oar tips right off the red buoy because the next turn, the channel actually goes to the right towards East Providence. East Providence is on our right and Providence is on our left. So I want to be right on that buoy as I make about a 15-degree turn right after the buoy and aim to stay in the channel, which is perfect there. So you'll see coming up now on the left, I'm aiming right now for a green buoy. I'm going to keep that green buoy on my port side. And then you see a red buoy. I'm going to keep that red buoy on my right side. So I'm actually aiming for the center of the channel right now. And you see that big tree straight up ahead. I'll try to point that out in the maybe in annotations later on, but it's pretty obvious here. You can see the next buoy is a green buoy. I'm going to keep that to my left. I'm passing the red now. The next one further up is a green buoy. And the red buoy, essentially, the edge of the channel is the shore. So I want to stay between that green buoy and the shore. And you'll see that I'm fading a little left now to make sure I'm right on that buoy line. This is the preferred race line. If you're being overtaken, you want to give up this line. So there are two buoys along the shore. And here's a critical thing to remember. Here is the big thing to remember, that any buoy violation is going to be 30 seconds. So it's really punitive for obvious reasons. If you cut one of these buoys, you could probably get back about 15 seconds. So any buoy violation is going to be 30 seconds. There will be marshals along every one of these buoys. So as I'm approaching this green buoy, I'm going to take a very sharp left turn about 20-25 degrees towards the Providence shore. And this is the one point where we're actually exiting the navigation channel and going across on the wrong side. And the reason for this is our finish line is that point straight up ahead. It's called Swan Point, and the finish line officials are going to be on that point. So we want to make sure that they can see us all clearly. So we're going to have two giant yellow inflatable buoys that you will pass through as a chute at the finish line. And we have now about 400 meters to go. And you'll see the channel is off to the right, the green buoy off to the right there. I'm going well inside that buoy, so I'm actually out of the navigation channel, and I'm heading for the finish line, which is at Swan Point. You can see that point sticking out now on the left. That's exactly where I'm heading. It's going to be about 50-60 feet offshore, so I'm spot on right here. And you'll see the two stakes on the left right now. When those stakes line up, that is the finish line. I am now at the finish line right here. And there it is. And that's